Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a very simple dish out of cooked rice. A lot of times we have some leftover cooked rice in our refrigerator, or we cook excess rice, and sometimes during when you have limited supplies at home and rice becomes a staple. So what are the different things that you can make with rice? Typically it's a khichdi, or it's a pulao, or or a mixed rice like lemon rice or tamarind rice. But today I'm going to show you how you can make a Bhaat Ka Thepla, which is a very classic Gujarati dish. And what you do is you actually combine the rice along with some besan, spices and vegetables if you want, and then make like a thick roti out of it. So without wasting any time, let me just dive right in and show you how to make it. So now to begin making the Bhaat Ka Thepla, what I'm going to do is I have all my ingredients ready. And the first thing is the cooked rice. And the rice has to be extremely soft and really soft and mushy, okay? And if it is not, if you have like the pulao kind of rice, what you should do is add a little bit of water, put it into the pressure cooker or into the microwave and soften it. And once you have a really soft rice, add it into a mixing bowl. And I have besan. So this is what helps you make the thepla or even the roti with the rice. And you can also add wheat flour, but besan is high in protein as well, and it adds a great taste to the Bhaat Ka Thepla. I'm going to add in some carrots. You can add chopped cabbage, any other vegetable of your choice, lauki, matar. A lot of these things can be added too. I'm going to add in some onions, finely chopped. And after this, very simple set of masalas. From red chili powder, a little bit of turmeric, which is haldi, some salt, some hing, and lastly some green chilies, finely chopped, and some coriander leaves. You can also add methi, palak, any other kasuri methi to add to the extra flavor of this particular rice dish. All I'm going to do is to now mix it up really well until all the ingredients are combined and you're able to actually form like a dumpling from it. Okay, so let me just go ahead and mix it up. So with this, you can not just make theplas, you can also make your rice ka pakoda. So this acts as a double use. If you don't want to make and you suddenly decide, oh, I have some excess rice made out of this, you can just make into a pakoda by adding a little more onions, and it'll taste really nice too. So it's called the Bhaat Ka Pakoda or the rice pakoda, right? So, but that needs to be deep fried, or you can also make it in the paniyaram pan. So now once you've combined everything, just give it a taste to ensure that salt and spices are fine, and it's up to your taste. And after that, we're going to divide them into small portions. And when you're dividing into small portions, into good, the Bhaat Ka Theplas are about the palm size. They're not too large. So you just ensure that you make the rounds of that size. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and wash my hands and then show you how to divide it into small portions, because you're supposed to grease your hands and palms and then divide it. Okay, so now that I've cleaned up my hands and I have some oil here, I'm just going to go ahead and grease my fingers and palms with this oil so that it doesn't stick. So it makes it very easy to make portions or balls. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a large portion, and notice that it is quite big, and it sort of fit in my palm really well. So when you actually make a thepla, it comes out beautifully. So I'm just going to make these portions and keep it to the side, and after that I'm going to preheat a skillet and then show you how to cook the thepla. So now that the portions are ready, I have a wet muslin cloth here. A handkerchief will also do, which is nice and soft and thin, cotton. Wet it, and after that add a little bit of water, keep some water by the side, add a little bit of water on the top, and take this large portion and tap it. And don't make it too thin. If you like thin theplas, that's fine. But if you make it too thin, then it becomes very hard to cook and flip on the pan. So I like to keep it a little thick so that it just it becomes very easy to flip. So notice that it is actually just the perfect size for one person, and that's it. So now what I'm going to do is to preheat the skillet, flip it on top of the pan and show you how to cook it. So I have my skillet that's preheated here. So I'm going to just carefully lift this up with the muslin cloth, and what you're going to do is to actually flip it over the skillet, okay? And just flip it over and take it out. And that's the reason you wet the muslin cloth, so that because it's wet, it comes out very easily. And then when you make the next one, wet it again and then tap it. Okay, so now we'll allow it to sort of cook a little bit, and because it has basin, it'll all start coming together and holding the entire rice as well together. Okay, so we'll allow it to cook, and then once we flip it, we'll add a little bit of ghee or oil and then cook this. Just going to flip it. That's perfect. Just going to add a little bit of ghee. You can call it a rice ka paratha, but in Gujarati we call it Bhaat Ka Thepla. Okay, now allow it to cook for a bit, and so it firms up, otherwise it'll break. So we're going to continue to cook this until you see brown spots on both the sides. You'll see brown golden spots, and as soon as you do that, just keep pressing it lightly so it gets evenly cooked from the inside as well, otherwise you'll taste the raw basin when you eat it. So it's good to press it so that the steam goes in and then cooks it through. So that's beautiful. Notice the brown spots, and it's perfectly cooked right now, and I've been pressing it while it was getting cooked. You can add a little more ghee if you like, and it tastes really nice. But that's it. So the Bhaat Ka Thepla is ready, and just going to go ahead and place it in a plate and make a few more and then serve it. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video of how to make the Bhaat Ka Thepla, also known as the rice ka paratha. It's very easy to make, extremely simple, and when you have nothing else but staples in your home, this makes it really easy for a quick weeknight dinner or even a lunch. Sometimes we also have it for breakfast. You can serve it along with some pudina chutney or simply some dahi to go along with it, and this will make a complete meal on its own. So do give this recipe a try. When you do, don't forget to share your feedback in the comments below, and even take a snapshot of the picture and then tag us across all our social pages, and we'd love to hear from you. So until then, until next time, happy cooking and healthy eating.